Hi guys. And welcome back to my channel. Shock horror, I'm filming something that is not a vlog. Here we go. So if you do watch my vlogs, however, you'll know that I'm in France at the moment and this is my room here. I promised you I would do a room tour maybe some point last year. I feel like now though my room is at a point where I'm happy to share it with you. I did the basic things last year. I'll show you guys my room. So this is currently my room. My bed has not yet been assembled. I assembled that one and that one yesterday, part of my bed. We're basically going to IKEA now to get like curtains and things. So this is my wardrobe. I have a little bathroom connected. So, all of my products. This is though still a work in progress. There's actually an echo which I was not aware of until I started filming this video, so I need a rug in here. So this room has been mine for just over a year. I'd say the tones are peachy and then I've got greys and blues and whites and a tiny bit of black as well. That's the colour scheme we're going for. Once I bought like a key thing in said colour scheme, we are sticking to the colour scheme. There's still a few things that I need to do. This is what I've got so far. And also link here all of the room tours I have done because I am absolutely no stranger to a room tour. And if I can still link things because it's all very recent, I will. So this bed we got from Maison du Monde, but I basically wanted, more importantly than anything else, a fabric headboard. When I was looking at it online, I don't remember it being this blue. That is the one problem with buying furniture online, is that the colours can just look completely different than what you actually thought, which means that I was very happy when I realised that these bedside tables ended up being a very similar colour, which I didn't think they would because it didn't look the same online. If you can, go see it in person, and I would not try and colour match based off things that you saw online because it just doesn't look the colour that it says it is. So my mum actually bought the bedside tables. I think I might change the knobs and everything because it's IKEA, it's actually really easy. Even though it's so subtle, it's one of the things that just make you look so organised. These posters up here, these guys were high key essential for me. I really wanted vintage holiday pictures, things that said Cannes and like the French Riviera, Côte d'Azur, that kind of like vintage adverts. I couldn't find any that were in exactly the same style for each one. And when I did find one or two, ridiculously expensive for the size they were, and it was just not worth the money. So I did was I went on Redbubble and I found an artist who had lots of different graphics for lots of different locations. So I picked the ones that I wanted, which ended up being the Provence, Nice and Monaco. I really like them. I think the tones work really well with the room. The fact that they all have the blue tones and then a few like pinkier ones as well, which I think really works for them. The floor, the frames are IKEA. I would probably come to regret that. If there's one thing you should buy from IKEA, it is frames. I will link the artists below. They were on Redbubble. I have a Redbubble shop myself, if you guys are interested. But there's a lot of really cool stuff and independent artists you can find in there and support, which I think is always a bit better than going for a more generic picture of like a New York skyline or something. And also it's a bit more personal to me. The lamps and shades are also IKEA. They have silver hardware, so I'm thinking I might change hardware on the drawers to silver as a result. And also because this is my side of the bed, I've divided my books between the bedside tables in terms of what I still need to read and what I have read. For my bibliophile viewers, I'm currently reading Brideshead Revisited, and I still want to finish reading Justine, kind of try and read some Voltaire and some Chung Tzu. And then I finished Eating Calvino, If on a Winter's Night Traveller, Castle Rackrent by Maria Edgeworth, and The American by Henry James, which was really boring. Anyway, on the other side of the room, I have an enormous wardrobe. It's bigger than I need it to be, especially here. Initially, there was a different curtain rail on there, which meant that my curtains did not sort of fit properly. Like, it was bearable, but it was also just not ideal. It kept falling off, which was a nightmare. So we hung it up, we drilled again in the wall, wall, and now I think I'm really pleased with it. They're IKEA curtains, so I cut and hung them up myself. I think it's the right kind of fabric for that wall as well. Next I have my chair and my bathroom. The chair was initially a much smaller IKEA one. I wanted very much a kind of scoop armchair sort of thing, mainly because it makes a really great catch-all for clothes. I think I've sat in there maybe like a handful of times, but it's pretty much a nice place for me to chuck on my clothes. Because this side of the room is so, well, basic, when I have the curtains all like down, you really just, it's not very interesting, so I felt like I could get away with a little bit more blue. And then next to it I have my mirror. This was so much fun to hang up. It's the first thing I hung up. I did drill in the wall for this and I hung it up all on my own. I was so pleased. I just texted my mum like, am I allowed to do this? And she was like, yes. So I did it, and I'm sorry, but I hung that mirror up better than Dad and I hung up these. Whenever my dad and I do DIY, it's so much like a case of, you know what, that will do, but like these, I'm surprised haven't like crushed me to death in my sleep yet, but that mirror, I'm really happy with it. Like, I love it, I love it, I love it. And next is my bathroom. I didn't have a curtain over here for a long time, and I didn't know if I wanted one, but then I spent more time here and the bathroom got messier and messier, and I was like, damn, I really need one because I just don't want to look at this while I go to sleep. And also it was a bit dark and spooky. So I put up the curtain, again, it's IKEA, I did it myself, but I've hammered it in on both ends, so you have to actually like flip it up. You can't move it. I also didn't want you to be able to move it. So in my bathroom, it's very small. The reason I chose this route was because of the bathroom. I was just like, haha, I'm high maintenance. All of my high maintenance things can stay with me. I do not have to fight anybody for bathroom space, which is a nice change. It was really hard to find like proper storage because I can't drill anything into the wall there because of the tiles. So I had to spend a lot of time looking for things that would fit under my sink. At one point we are going to rip out all the bathrooms in this house, but that time is not now, and this bathroom would be so low on the priority list anyway, so I did finally manage to get something. Even though I bought one, it didn't fit, like a piece was missing of it, so I had to bring it back and buy a new one. This wasn't IKEA, I can't remember what the shop is, but it's doing the job. I think it fits really well and fix it up nicely. And my shower. So I replaced the shower head and the connecting bit. I replaced those and I was really worried it was the water pressure that wasn't good. No, it was the shower head. So I swapped that out and now it's literally like being in a new shower. I feel like the difference just the water can make. It's nice to not have to share a bathroom with anyone because I am that high maintenance bitch. Works very well for me. And then lastly, on the other wall, what do I do with this wall? Like, it's not a light switch, that's for the fan. I don't even have a ceiling light in this room. And the stupid fan adjuster thing is in it's in my weird place. Who puts it there? Why is it there? Somebody explain to me why it is there. So I do want that moved. At one point I would need to repaint this entire room. It's got 3 different colours of white on the ceiling, and you can very blatantly see where they've tried to paint over cracks. So I'm like, this room needs to be repainted at some point, not now, but it's on my list. So on this side I would really like, due to the lack of light, I really want a, God, is it a freestanding light? What are they called? Uplighters, the tall ones, the lights. So I want it in the corner, even though that is right next to the wardrobe. So like an uplighter, then I want a console against the wall. IKEA have a nice one and I have my eye on it. I might get a different one, who knows, but like once you've started down the IKEA route, everything matches. So it's kind of like, I thought about getting a really big mirror, but obviously now that I have a mirror hung up, I don't know if I want one anymore. I wouldn't want any more prints, especially hung up on the wall. I'd probably go and fill it with like a lot of family photos, probably like, so I have a thing for platters. I want a platter, and on that platter I can put all of my like, you know, creams, bud spray, a perfume or two, some sun cream, like all of the like, I don't say like Provence outfit, but like summer things that you need when you're like, oh, I need to douse myself in sunscreen, or I'll get wrinkles. We went looking around some antique shops and there was one that just had silverware and they had some really nice platters, and I asked how much some of them were. Okay, it was like 95 euros, but this really nice platter, and I had to restrain myself. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Anyway, I need a light on that side of the room and I really want a console. The wall is just a bit bare. Self-control is going to be the aim of the game when it comes to that side of my room. But ideally, uplighter, console, and then decorative. And then by my door, I do just have a couple bags hung on there, which also conveniently work well with the tones of my room. So I was very pleased about that. And then we are all the way around. This is my bedroom. This is very much still a work in progress, like I said a million times, but I'm very happy with how it stands. And the 3 major things would be repainting, redoing the wardrobe, and then redoing the bathroom. So yeah, that is my room. en Provence. Also, it's a really, really nice room and I'm very, very happy with it. I feel like it's like my first grown-up bedroom, if that makes sense. And I am very, very lucky with this view. It's very green. That is my room. I know how you've moved progressively closer to me. Like I said, I will link previous tours down below. If you have any video recommendations, do leave them down below. For those of you who have missed the life update, I am starting film school in January, which means that from now until then, I am at your video making disposal. So honestly, if you have a video you want, let me know, I will see what I can do. That is the update on my room. I'm very happy with it and I am exceedingly pleased at how much of this I have done myself. And like I've said a million more times, with the exception of the bed, literally everything is IKEA. Like, subscribe and all the jazz, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye. Am I Victoria Beckham yet? That is the question mine you just crunched. Right, Emma out. Sorry, wooden headboards and wire headboards, like metal frames, like that makes so much fucking noise.